Everybody, welcome back to Terraria. After the update for Never Ends Gaming, this is again Cobrashark with you today. Last time we had finally finished what I think is necessary so you don't have to worry about building any more on your house. We also had built a clock which shows us the time. At 7 o'clock, I believe, is when night actually starts. For those of us who weren't with us last episode that we ended here, we now have basically completed what I think is basically necessary for the house portion. This is just standard for me, just so I don't have to worry about doing anything else. Later on in the game, when I get a whole bunch of other stuff, I can redo it however I want to. But right now, this is just a basic, just to get everything going. These rooms are what you need. What is it, like 8 by 10? I always make them 8 by 11 and then make 3 blocks into here, just for ease of going through so you don't get stuck. And it's also helpful, I don't know if I explained in episodes 2, that when you first do your initial setup, it's always good to have a workstation, your smelter, and then anvil right next to each other, just so you can stand in the middle, bring it up, you don't have to worry about going over here for a new set of crafting options. Okay, in the last episode, in episode 5, we actually went further to the west and to the east. Over here to the east on the right, we actually hit our first corruption zone area, which I got manhandled at. And then over here to the west, we kind of went further, but I still kind of got up in here and then didn't quite make it yet either. So, still not really strong enough to go face the really, really bad things. Now, as I explained before, in one of the earlier episodes, as you can see now, you don't really see too many creatures now crowding this area, zombies or anything else, because now I actually have people here, and as long as you have people there, the monsters actually don't come around. The only time they do come around is during a blood moon, which they'll try to break down your doors, which is why I kind of have this set up like this, because the only way they can get in is basically if they come up to the top. Later on, when I don't need it, I'll take these pillars up and they can't, I mean, the ones that jump up won't be enough to basically stop me at that point. So, we'll go back to the right, even though this is, probably we shouldn't be doing this in the dark, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. When I say the dark, I mean during nighttime. It's because the creatures are out in force. Oh, where's the penguins? Oh, there they go. If I find a good spot, I'm actually going to start going down deeper, even though we haven't gone all the way, to the west and east. At the end of the west and east world, what you end up finding is what they call the ocean, and the end of the map on either side, which is up here at the ends here. There's always going to be oceans on either side. Really out to get me. You haven't seen it yet, too, though. They now, what they start doing in this edition, too, is they started making rainstorms and snowstorms, which is actually pretty cool. What I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to go straight down from here at the moment, unless these guys can get me, because I want to see if this is actually a pyramid or not. Well, if I can fight off all these guys. I am so weak. The reason why I'm saying that, actually, I'm just going to go for it. I don't really have the time to deal with these guys at the moment, because they're going to rush me. There's something interesting I want to do, though. In a way, you guys are seeing why it's so helpful to have a light source, because if not, you can't actually see what's coming after you. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep. Ugh. Such a mistake to go out during the dark. Or during the night. Oh, it's not so bad when you're got more equipment. I just don't have any. Now, let's see something here. There's a reason I'm going this way. I'm actually going this way to... I'm just going to start finding an area, and then just start going down. See if... Whoops. See if we can't find something good. Alright, that's to prevent these guys from just falling on me right now. Alright, now I'm getting down to clay blocks. Like I say, it's always helpful to put down torches so you can see where you're going. It also lightens up the area around you. So you might be able to find like caves you didn't know were there, or certain pieces of stuff you didn't know were there. Look at this, iron, yay, and copper, it looks like. I think I'm gonna go ahead and dig straight down. Even though it looks like... Yeah, later on you'll be able to, the more people play this game, they can tell when something looks slightly different. Like, I thought this looked different than this stone here, and it was. It was a vein of iron. Most people who play this all the time, the other Terrarias, can just start noticing the differences. That hasn't changed much in the update, it's still basically the same thing. I'm just saying for people who haven't really played this game yet, which I think it's a great game. do. I enjoy it. Wouldn't spend so much time on it if I didn't. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. That means it is morning. Which means, as I said before, stars disappear, zombies go away. This is actually just the first time you guys can actually see what time it is when it happens. That's the value about having the clock when you're going out star hunting for, you know, doing your mana or certain items later on in the game. You need stars for, like one of them is the star cannon. The star cannon allows you to shoot falling stars. Oh! See, I've now gone down far deep enough that that little blockade I put up there isn't going to matter anymore. Oh, see? Yep. Looks like I opened up into another little cave here system. You could have kind of told that on the map as well. Of course, this isn't a very big cave system. This is like an offshoot here. So I can hit a bunch of sand. Now, sand, for those people who haven't played the other Terraria games, is different. It also goes with, I believe it's called silt or slit. And what I mean by that is when you do these other stones, here, actually, let me show you here. Down a little bit further. Okay, when you do stone blocks, let's say I take this stone block here, the rest of it stays where it is. But if you do it with sand, it'll fall. This is gonna, once this is, how it just all falls down like that. It's a big difference between, you know, sand and some other materials that you can dig up. Oh. If anyone's noticing, sometimes this will do this. The game will tell you about other areas that you can't see. See how it's flashing down here? If I'm not careful. Ooh, cobwebs. Oops. There's a reason why I'm actually going this way instead of going straight through. Due to the fact because if I do that, the sand will fall on me, and I don't really feel like dealing with that, so that's why I came down a little bit lower before I started digging over. Let's see. Oh, and see, this is how this has changed the game too, is here you can actually see that there's an open area over there. Might even tell you what it is, see? That's spider web, or webbing over there. So what I can do is I can come back up here since I know it's there, and go over. Some people are wondering why I'm wasting time, going through sand. It's because I actually want to collect a little bit of it, because it can actually make some other items in the game. Plus, it makes something cool for the house I want to do later. Alright, now we're starting to get places. Ooh. Alright, and now you're starting to see too that there is the winter or the snow biome underground, which there's actually ice that you can find to fall through in here and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. That means I must have come over, so I should be almost under where we started our house, I believe. See that there? That's whoops. That's ice that you can actually fall through here. Oh boy. Kinda got myself stuck here. Need some air. Now we described the ice blocks before, but we didn't actually say you can actually get ice blocks to help you do stuff later. Oh. Okay, so it didn't. Breath. Oh, this here is actually pretty cool. This is actually ice. If you jump on it, you'll actually break through it. Unless you have a special item, which I don't have yet. There are actually items that allow you to jump on this ice here and not fall through and break it. Oops. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Let's see. Oh no, not quite under the house yet. It's actually got quite a bit to go before we get there. Like I said, this is really a. Anyone who's been watching, it really is a huge map. Feels like it's so much bigger than the original. Oh, see, I just broke through there. And that is a trap. I'm gonna dig up. See, now we're exploring. Ooh, there we go. I explained before that the biomes now have a lot of their own stuff, different colored monsters and so forth. The slimes are different colored. Well, these chests are also proof of that too. These are actually ice chests. Ooh, and the extractor. This is actually a cool item. It allows you to change slush and stuff into random block types. I'm sorry, I think it's necessary block types. A type of mineral, copper, iron, gold. Granted, it's random, but it allows you to turn something you wouldn't normally be able to use into something you can use. So, really cool. Ah, yes. And we have boots that now allow us to run super fast. This is also an equipment item. It's also a material, but in order to combine that, you actually have the Tinkerer, which you can't get until you defeat the Goblin Army. Which, hopefully I don't have to fight that soon. Because the Goblin Army will hurt. Can't even lie on that. That thing will tear me a new one. I mean, as I am right now. Nothing really new up in here. Alright, so we'll just go down. Looks like there's a place next to us here. I mean, that's really what's helpful about these torches, is you being able to see other areas. Ooh! Demolitions arrived, which means I pulled bombs from somewhere. Yep. I have bombs, which is a requirement for you to pull a demolitionist. He sells grenades, which are junk, bombs, which do a little bit more damage, and then dynamite, which is the awesome one. But the sad part about that is you can blow yourself up with those things if you're not careful. You can basically blow yourself up with anything in this game. Alright, and I don't know if this is the first statue, but here is a statue that we can dig up and place later on, however we feel like it. Exploring the caves. Yeah, I know there's a thing up there. I'm not going to go after it right now. Trying to continue on exploring here to see if I can find some better stuff. I want some more hearts here so I can actually be a little bit more stronger. Finding some tungsten would be nice too. Tungsten's, I think I explained this in one of the other episodes, is one of the new materials we get. Alright, what's going on here? So it looks like I'm just digging to digging. What's the map say? So we're gonna go ahead and dig down. Geronimo, oops. Supposed to try to jump there. Put a torch here so later on I can see that I need to dig through there to come back down here. Oh, see, there's tungsten. Right there. Tungsten, I don't know. however it's pronounced. Now, the way I'm doing that here, ooh, that's all watered over there. What I'm doing there is it's a simple way to do bridges and stuff if you don't have other items. Later on, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll have the other items later so you can see. I'm basically doing the cheap way at the moment because I don't have anything else yet. I kind of wish I did have. For everyone watching, these are one of those games where you really do have to take your time and explore everything if you want to get far. If it's not your type of game, that's unfortunate because it really is cool to be able to do that. But, you know, everyone's got their own type of games they like to play. The icicles are a real nice touch. Oh! I just stepped on a pressure switch. That looks like a chest. And tungsten. Uh-oh. It's gonna be I'm gonna step right on that too, aren't I? Oh! Yep. Just got zapped. Alright, let's break this glass. I mean ice. I said glass. I don't want to say glass. I can't see anything. Okay, that's not an air pocket. Wonder what I'm doing. I'm building a quick escape, so in case I run out of air. Oops. Ah. I died because of that. Oops, also doesn't go further down. Ooh, what is this? Beach ball. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, I have not seen this yet. It's called a beach ball. I just got a water chest. Alright, let's do something simple here. I'm gonna dig through here, make an air pocket. Air pockets don't have to be very big, but also with the air pockets too, you can do that to see what else you're dealing with. And as long as you don't break that boundary, you can always keep that air pocket, no matter how much water comes in. I'm not sure if I want to bring all this water down with me. A lot of times you have to figure out whether or not you want to go straight down or whether you want to take a different route. Really, it's up to the person. Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall here. Bonk. Oh, that's all water. Another way, if you can't tell whether it's water or not, a lot of times you can put torches on the other side. If you can't put the torch down, it means there's water there. Because if I decided to, let's see if I can do this here. Show you guys this. See? too. Ooh, what is that? No, it looks like I'm seeing some minerals over here. I want to find out what that is. Alright. I was just gotta jump down there, but this is probably the smarter way so I don't die from water exposure. Okay, what am I looking at here? Iron, I guess. One way that people can get away with trying to get stuff without getting water is to put something else in the way instead. Like I just put that there, so when I do this, I'm not going to have water flooding me. Water. Yeah, it's all water. There's a lot of... It seems like there's a lot of water in the update. Not that that's a bad thing. Oops, I found another cave. Always want to keep an eye on your equipment, because if you get too full, then you can't pick up anything. You have to decide if you want to drop stuff, and normally I don't. I like collecting everything, because I can always sell it or something else, so I don't like throwing things away. Oh, okay. What you're seeing here is actually... Those are actually going to be gems. Before, they just used to be what looked like, you know, everything else, and now it's actually, you know, the little bricks now, or little things. I got a background. Oops, look. Some more here. So now we found our first gems in this playthrough. Ah. Slime. Alright. And as we stand underneath the waterfall, which looks like there's going to be more stuff right there, we are going to say that this concludes episode, I believe I said episode 6. And we will be back with episode 7 shortly. Hopefully starting at the same spot. Thank you for watching.